Hi everybody, Greg here. Wanted to come to you and bring you some updates on how we're doing and how life's going, where we're at with certain projects, with certain things. So, as you know, Nikki and I, our first priority, our first mission, our first goal is to plant a church where we live here in Descartes. So, this church plant has been around for quite a while now, several years. We've seen some really great things happen, we've seen some really challenging things happen. We've seen some things that we didn't expect. We've seen some things that we expect. All those things. So just so you know, our church meets just like we always have. We have grown by a few people who have heard of the church and who have become interested in the church, who have become part of the church. And this is always really exciting. We were able to take part in blessing a newborn child, which was really great, from a family here in our church in Descartes. And this is really good. For the next year, our goal really is twofold. First, it's to help the people in the church find their gifts, to use their talents for the church and for God, obviously, for the greater kingdom, I guess. And then the second thing is to help people outside of the church, outside of Jesus, understand who he is. And we hope that our church is always kind of known as this place where people are valued regardless of their beliefs, and where people who are wanting to engage in Jesus can engage with him where they're at and hopefully move up several levels, or a level or a half level, in order to get closer to him and to serve him. So, we are quite humbled by the idea that we are leading this church, which is very young, into something hopefully that's very special and that will be sustainable for a long time. Our other goal, our other mission, I guess, here is to work with the church in Loches, the church which planted Descartes. The church in Loches has a new campus pastor, I guess you could call him. He's a Brazilian missionary who is helping the church there. I'm still, I guess, what you'd call an elder there at the church. I help take care of people, help to plan things. Nikki also still takes care of worship planning and leading worship and things like that. We enjoy the fact that we get to help with these, the same church. It's one church, two locations, but with these two different bodies of believers. They're two different bodies that are very different, just like every church in the world. They have different needs, they have different ideas, they have different contexts. One is much more, has more families, one is more, a little bit older. One has, much more of a kind of a community feeling, whereas the other one right now is kind of trying to figure out who it is. So those are the two local churches that we have, that we help with. Obviously, we didn't start these things. Jesus starts those things. They had been prayed for a long time before either of us were around. Even here in Descartes, there's stories from people in the church about how they had been praying for years, sometimes decades, to see some form of local church start here. So we're happy to be a part of that. My third task is I help with Contact Missions international directional team. It's a pretty fancy term. We get together, we talk about where Contact Mission is going. Contact Missioners are a sending organization in America. They have kind of their sort of global headquarters is in Germany. We talk about where the organization's going, what it means to be sent, what the missionary of today looks like, what the missionary of tomorrow looks like. So I work with three other guys, two Germans and a Romanian, and then we work with the steering team for Contact Mission, which is two Germans and an American. One of the Germans, I think he might be kind of Russian German. So it's very dynamic. There's a lot of differences there. Linguistically, we're very different. And this is really fun. It's really cool. It's really enriching. I do like the work. It does take a lot of time, but it's very good. So over break, we got to go to Contact Mission's team retreat, which happens yearly. It's been a couple of years now. It was a really great time to meet new people, to be with new people. This year, there were decidedly few Americans there, and most of the people there were German speaking. So that was neat. because we got to meet new people, and also we really felt like we were the minority, I guess you could say, in that context. So that was really cool. What wasn't cool, and we've kind of written about this on Facebook, is that while we were there, or maybe on the way home or something, we caught COVID, which most of you have been through, so I don't need to explain how that's been going. We're officially, unquarantined, out of the house, can do things. Nikki's still kind of tired. I'm still kind of tired. But that was okay. Ophelia caught it as well, but she was just sick for maybe a day or two. She was able to go back to school Monday after the Easter holidays. And so, regardless of that, I hate to make light of something that has been very heartbreaking for a lot of people. But I got to stay home. We got to be together as a family. We got to get out of some tasks that are otherwise just kind of take a lot of our time. So that's that. That's where we're going. Coming up here in the next few weeks, we have some events going on in Descartes. We started a new group where we try to welcome people. We try to get them around a table and talk about values and things that bring us together. And Nikki's going to help teach a conference on why the Bible matters. Why should we like the Bible? What's the Bible about? And we hope to continue just to shine Jesus to people all around us, from wherever they are to wherever they need to go. Could go into a lot more things, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave this video for now. And I thank you guys so much for your prayers. Thank you also for your financial support, which is never forgotten and very important. And we do thank you for that so much. And we thank you for your friendship as well. So thank you very much. We will be talking to you soon.